I'm so happy that I finally got the 14th phone, the Galaxy Z Flip. It was the only phone that made sense to own after my Galaxy S7. First of all, it's affordable, and this is the most impressive technology that we've seen the last 5 years, maybe even more. We always get a little bit better and bigger displays every year, also a little bit faster processor and graphic card, sometimes a bigger battery and better camera every year. This feels like next to nothing in terms of upgrade, and it's kind of repetitive over time and kind of boring. I have seen this trend of upgrading the CPU, camera and screen since the Nokia era, and only when the iPhone appears then all made sense to switch to an iPhone. So I've been using the phone for 5 months now, so it's not a short-term review, it's kind of a long-term review. And I know the goods and the bads about the phone. We have the last year specs, the 8055 Plus processor, 18GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Also the cameras are not the best in the class, but for my needs is actually very good. It's an upgrade from my Galaxy S7, which is made sense. I have an ultra wide now, and also the main camera is way better. Even with this great 14 technology, there is also a downside. The screen is plastic, and this is a huge disadvantage because you have to be careful with this phone not to scratch the screen, and also to be careful of dust going under the hinge and eventually destroying the screen. So if you are going to the gym or working at a job that is not a desk job, you are screwed up actually. Also, is not water resistant, which is another big factor you have to consider, because if you sweat or it's raining, you have to be careful with the Galaxy Z Flip. I used that phone on a raining kind of environment before. I took some photos with it in a waterfall and I didn't have any issues, but again I was very careful when I took that photos. My current job is not a desk job, so I won't use the Galaxy Z Flip in a job. I don't wanna ruin the screen over time. Also, when I'm going to the gym, I use an old phone because I again don't wanna destroy the screen. I wanna keep the Galaxy Z Flip for some years. And when I am at the gym, I track my progress with another phone, which sucks, but it's a sacrifice you have to make, and you have to know that you can use it actually in the gym and all that stuff, but it's at your own risk. If you damage the display, then you have to pay the extra extremely cost of the screen. When things are ideal, you won't notice any big difference from any other smartphone. If you are browsing the internet, watching movies and YouTube videos, it's going to feel the same as a regular smartphone. The crease is there and you can feel it. For me, it's not a big deal and it doesn't feel terrible, and I don't touch it regularly for some reason. If I'm scrolling on Facebook or YouTube, my hands are always on the bottom side of the screen. The screen is a bit taller, and in some YouTube videos when you zoom you lose some details, and also in the Netflix the form factor is supported, and again you lose some details when you zoom in. The phone quality is very good, it feels very sturdy and it's not flimsy at all, and when it folds it's very satisfying. It's made out of glass and metal, which is made the whole phone have a premium feel. To conclude, if you love this 14 technology, you will absolutely love this smartphone. You have to be very careful, as I said before. If you are a typical type of user, you won't notice any difference or any lag. So that's all I have to say about this video. See you in the next one.